The decision by Fox News anchor Tucker Carlson to broadcast from Hungary earlier this month mattered. It was a clear acknowledgement, and one likely to be impressed upon the American public, that there are very much two Europes now. In the West, a Europe not unlike the type of society the Democrats have sought to usher into the United States, and have at least partly succeeded in doing so, and in the East, a Europe not unlike the type of society many Republicans wish that America could be or might have been. Mr. Carlson made a point of visiting Hungary's border fence with Serbia, praising it for being clean and orderly, in contrast to the chaos on the US-Mexican border. The presenter praised Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán for not allowing this nation of 10 million people to be changed forever by people we didn't invite in and who are coming here illegally. Mr. Carlson also praised Mr. Orbán for defending democracy against the unaccountable billionaires, the non-governmental organizations (NGOs), and certain Western governments. According to Hungary's chief security advisor György Bikondi, authorities have prevented more than 54,000 people from crossing the border illegally since the start of the year. The Hungarian leader is on record as saying he believes the future of Europe lies in its central and eastern region, while his Slovenian counterpart Janez Janša recently said Mr. Orbán must be allowed to express his ideas about the EU. Hungary's finance minister Mihaly Varga has even warned that his country could reassess its membership in the EU by around 2030 once it is forecast to become a net contributor to the EU budget. Indeed, at the forefront of the East-West split are Hungary and Poland, largely supported by neighboring states like the Czech Republic. Although the Polish government recently compromised with the EU regarding a disciplinary chamber for judges, Justice Minister Zbigniew Ziobro warned that his country should not remain part of the EU at any cost. Mr. Ziobro told Rzeczpospolita newspaper, "I am a staunch opponent of succumbing to the illegal blackmail of the European Union." He added that Poland should not stay in the EU, at any price, while accusing the European Court of Justice of having a colonial mentality. Like Hungary, Poland is likely to become a net contributor to the EU in the near future, something which could radically alter the country's perception of the bloc. Meanwhile, both nations have retained their own currencies, meaning that leaving the EU would be more feasible than for Eurozone states like Greece and Italy. Mr. Carlson may have done something quite monumental in introducing the cultural Iron Curtain to a wider international audience. For years, the American left has eulogized Nordic countries as a model to copy. Now, the American right may have found its own lodestar in Central and Eastern Europe. Mr. Carlson's visit could also prove to be a seminal moment in the new European culture war, with Central and Eastern Europe providing not just an alternative model, but perhaps even a bolt hole for individuals and corporations exhausted by what many perceive as a self-destructive West.